Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we are talking books and everything I am going to attempt to read in the month of November. My TBRs tend to be very enthusiastic, but I like options. Sometimes I'm not in the mood to read a certain book, so then I have another one to choose from. So yeah, I think I have 4 books and 2 audiobooks to talk about, so let's just get started. Alright, so the first book I want to talk about is Shadow of Night by Deborah Harkness. So if you watched my October TBR, you know I was rereading Discovery of Witches, which I just finished. I listened to it on Audible, and I had this on Audible as well, but I definitely want to follow along with the book as well, because this one is very heavy in like historical fiction, so I think it'll be easier to follow along with the book and kind of keep up with the storyline. I love the narrator in A Discovery of Witches. I think she does an amazing job bringing the characters to life, but I feel like if you've never read that book, you might get a little lost and have to keep like backing up. So I'm definitely going to read this and probably follow along in the audiobook version as well. So I'm really excited to continue on with this series. I think a new book just came out too, so I think there's 4 books now. I'll have to verify that. And I read somewhere that there's a TV show, so I need to hunt that down as well, because I just love being back in this storyline and this world. It is a adult fantasy novel, or series I guess, and witches, demons, vampires, all that fun stuff, but it's not the cheesy Twilight version that we have come to know and love. No hate on Twilight, but yeah, I am really excited to read book 2, and then I'll probably get to book 3 in December. Maybe. I usually read all Christmas books in December, but I might have to sneak in the 3rd book for this too. Alright, the next book I have on my TBR for November is a nonfiction, and this is 1000 Gifts by Anne Voskamp. Probably butchering her name, but I thought this was a great pick for November with Thanksgiving, and I am really excited to read this. It's also good timing because the Paper and Glam 2019 God and Glam Bible study is starting up soon. Get your pre-orders in. I'll have the link down below. And yeah, I'm really excited to read this. And the best way to describe this book is just to read a little bit off the back, not all of it. I don't want to bore you guys, but it says, wake up to 1,000 blessings. 1,000 gifts beckons you to leave the parched ground of pride, fear, and white-knuckled control and abandon yourself to the God who overflows your cup. Intentionally embrace a lifestyle of radical gratitude and slow down and catch God in the moment. Not a book merely to read, 1,000 Gifts begs to be embraced as a dynamic, interactive primer inviting you to engage with truths that will serve up the depths of God's joy and transform your life forever. So again, perfect for around this time of year, or honestly any time of year. It just sort of fits the theme of the thankful season of November. So yeah, I'm really excited about this because I am definitely trying to get back into my gratitude journaling. I have a little teal journal back there that I try to write in daily. So I am really excited to read this. Alright, the 3rd book I wanted to chat about is the Paper and Glam book club pick for the month, and it is a classic by Ernest Hemingway, and it is A Movable Feast. And I honestly don't think I've read a Hemingway book yet, which was kind of sad. So I'm really excited to kind of dive into his writing. All I really know about it is it's about him being a writer in Paris in the 20s, I believe. So it's more of like a memoir. That's all I really know about it. It's on its way from Amazon, so maybe I'll pop a picture up for you guys to see what the book I got. And of course, everything will be linked down below. And if you're interested in joining the Paper and Glam book club, it's an online book club. It's really easy to jump in and join along. I will have that information linked down below as well. P.S. Who is ready for the 2019 book club list to be announced? I think we're all like dying for it and stalking all the Paper and Glam social media sites for that list to come out. I'm really excited. Alright, so let's chat audiobooks. So I have been using Audible for I think 7 years now, 6-7 years, and it is just such an amazing way to get in some reading if you don't have time to actually sit and read a physical book. I get through audiobooks pretty quickly because I listen to them while I am at work. I work a desk job, and most of the time I am not on the phone or anything like that, so I have the luxury of plugging in my headphones and listening to audiobooks while I work, which I absolutely love. And I also usually have a ton of credits because anytime Audible has a sale, I think they do like 3 for $33, I always add them. But I was about to lose a credit because I had 6, so I grabbed 2 new ones the other day. The first one is Broken Things by Lauren Oliver. Now, Lauren Oliver is one of my favorite YA authors. She is probably best known for her Delirium trilogy, which honestly a couple years ago really got me back into reading. I just fell in love with the way she writes and creates worlds, and I love listening to her books on Audible because the narrator is 99% time Sarah Drew. Now, if you are a Grey's Anatomy fan, you will know who Sarah Drew is and you will immediately recognize her voice, but she is honestly an amazing narrator. And I know for Broken Things, it is her along with Erin Spencer, who is also a really great narrator on Audible. She narrated the Jewel trilogy. So if you're a YA reader, you might know The Jewel. It's a really great series. I'm really excited they are narrating this book together. They also narrated the books for, I'm looking at my bookshelf, Replica and Ringer, a duology by Lauren Oliver as well. And again, y'all will notice a pattern with my TBRs. I don't really like going into books knowing too much about them, and if it's Lauren Oliver, I'm going to read it anyways, but I did pull it up on Amazon and I'll just give you a little snippet. So if it sounds interesting, you maybe can pick up the book or download it on Audible as well. Alright, so this says, everyone thinks Mia and Bryn killed their best friend, that driven by their obsession with a novel called The Way into Lovelorn, the 3 girls had imagined themselves into a magical world where their fantasies became twisted, even deadly. The only thing is they didn't do it. So this is a psychological thriller. It says, unforgettable, mesmerizing tale of exquisite obsession, spoiled innocence, and impossible friendships. So yeah, I'm really excited to read it. Like I said, the way Lauren Oliver writes just really sucks you in, and her twists and turns in her novels are like you do not see them coming. Vanishing Girls by Lauren Oliver. Don't get me started. The twist in that book literally slapped me in the face, and I had to go back because I thought I missed something. So if you are a YA reader and you like kind of suspenseful novels, hers are great. Delirium is amazing. It's one of my favorite trilogies. That one's more dystopian than anything. And yeah, she's a really great author. So I can't wait to listen to that book. The second audiobook that I downloaded a few days ago is Girl Wash Your Face by Rachel Hollis. I know, I am so late to the party on this book. It came out, I think, a few months ago, and I'm super excited to listen to it. It is also self-narrated by the author, and I absolutely love it when they read their own story. It just brings the books to life in a way that I think someone else reading it wouldn't be able to master, because you get to read it from their personality. So I am super excited. It is a nonfiction book. It's just about her experiences, her life being kind of online, and I think she calls herself, or people call her, a lifestyle guru. It has like raving reviews, so can't wait to give it a listen. All right, the final book on my TBR for the month of November is a YA fantasy kind of fairy tale novel, and it's been sitting on my TBR shelf for quite a while. Like, we're probably pushing 2 years, and I just wanted something a little bit more lighthearted and fluffy since I'm reading kind of heavy fantasy with the Deborah Harkness book and 2 nonfictions. So I pulled Entwined by Heather Dixon. It has such a pretty cover too. And on the back there is a castle, so it definitely has fairy tale vibes. And it is a longer book. It's like maybe 450, a little over 450 pages, but it is a YA book. The writing is pretty big, so I don't think it will take me too long to read it. And yeah, I don't know, again, too much about it. I know She has 11 sisters, I think I read, which is crazy. And I think they kind of go into this fantasy realm, into like a silver forest like at night, and they dance around and have fun. And I think they don't realize that he's actually keeping some of their sisters, something like that. So I am really excited to dive in. And this is also the book that's like, if I get to it, I'll read it, but if not, it will get put back on my TBR shelf. So I like having a soft, lighthearted book as a backup novel in case some of these just get a little too heavy for me. Alright guys, so that is my November TBR for 2018. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to let me know down below what you are reading this month, or a book you currently read that you absolutely loved that I need to add to my TBR list for the upcoming months. I will also have my Goodreads link down below if you want to friend me on there. And thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you don't mind. It only takes 2 seconds. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Look at that face. Hi, Mr. Benny. Hi. He's like, Mom, get the camera out of my face. Say bye to our friends.
Time changes